Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Simply Cinnamon, and if you're new here, welcome into our little world of self-love, self-care, and of course, all things beauty. I am late uploading this video. I was supposed to upload it on Saturday about who was October's winner, and I'll get to that in just a moment. But I just want to talk about a couple of things. My channel is important to me, and it's an outlet, just like anything else. And, we all go through ups and downs. And I had a subscriber once say to me, oh, you need to be more funny. You need to be more, show your lighter side. And I do that once in a while, but it's not, life isn't always like that. And so, I had done a giveaway, my original giveaway for October, which I decided to not do that giveaway, take it down, because I thought it was kind of unfair after thinking about it. And, I wanted current subscribers to help me get new subscribers. And after thinking about it, I'm like, there's so much shit going on right now in the world that why would I put that kind of pressure, on anybody? And I'm like, it's stupid, it's inconsiderate. So I decided to take that down and, make sure that I devote my channel to giving and not expecting anything in return, because ultimately that's what I want my channel to be about. You know, I don't want, I don't want it to be a thing where it's a quick pro quo kind of thing. You do me for me and I'll do for you. I just want to give. So, I was late doing it in October because of my, F up with my giveaway. And, sorry, I'm trying to just get adjusted in my chair here. And, I wanted to talk about just a couple of things that I have been going through personally. And then I'll announce the winner. I'm gonna get it up close and personal. We're gonna look at my lashes. I am really, really pleased with how they're coming. But so let me just touch on a couple of things and I'll announce the winner. I'll show you my lashes. I'm actually gonna curl them and put some mascara on, so that you can see what they look like in their natural state right now. So, but first things first. The very, very end of September, I lost a friend to addiction. And I hadn't seen her in about 10 years. She had reached out to me briefly at the beginning of this year. And she did not sound right. But I was very happy to hear from her. She still had my number after a decade because I hadn't changed it. And I don't want to put her name, and I don't want to, give too much information for respect of the family. And a lot of people who may know me personally or don't know me personally, I have struggled most of my life with addiction. Alcohol was never, I'm not an alcoholic, and it's never was alcohol. For me, my drug of choice was cocaine. And that's a hard thing to admit, but, it's a part of my past and a part of who I am, and I can't change that. I just feel really blessed and fortunate that my life, I didn't die. And, it's a battle every day. Anybody that's an addict knows that addiction is a battle every day. And, I can happily say that right now I'm winning the war. And that's a great, great feeling. But her life just went down a completely different path. And when I heard that she had passed away, I was devastated because we were so close for so long. I was there with when her youngest child was born. I was with her. And I used to babysit him, but again, like our lives went, I went in one direction and she went in a different direction. And, October 1st, she would have been 50 years old. And so that has been, a struggle for me to realize, that it was somebody that I was close to, and she did reach out to me. I spoke to her briefly, like I said, and she said that she was at the doctor's, but she was really quiet on the phone, and it was kind of weird. She said, "I'll call you back in a half an hour," and that was the last time that I had heard from her. And I tried several times to reach back out to her and call her, text her, and I never got a response. And then 7 months later, she was gone. So that has been very difficult for me. And if I cry right now, forgive me. Some of you that are like my subscribers and watch my videos, you would hear my cat in the background, like talking to his little bird. He died on Halloween night. It was very sudden, and it happened like literally right in front of me and my husband, and we rushed him like 20 minutes away to an emergency clinic. It was like 10:30 at night, and there was nothing that they could do for him. And I had him for 12 and a half years since he was a baby. And the morning I filmed my giveaway, my new giveaway, the $138 value giveaway, that was Halloween morning when I filmed that. And I actually did not, it was meant to go up at the end of October, and I actually didn't get posted until Sunday the 1st, because I was out Ubering, and I got home maybe like 7:30 or 8 o'clock from Ubering on a Halloween night, and my husband had made me something to eat. We had a light dinner, and my cat Spanky came and sat up next to me on the sofa, and he kind of just looked up at me, and he cried. It was like a cry, not a meow, and he literally just fell right off the sofa. And he wasn't in a seizure because he wasn't moving, but his tongue was hanging out, and he was urinating and defecating on himself. So I'm freaking out. I call one of my dearest young girlfriends. She's like another daughter, and she's works at the vet that I take him to, and she's like, take him to VSEC. It's in Conshohocken. It's the closest. And like I said, got him there, and there was nothing that they could do for him. And so, and then on the 4th of November was a 12-year anniversary of my mother's death. I think that was Wednesday. And then on Friday, one of my closest girlfriends calls me and tells me, we talk almost every day, and tells me that she hasn't, been feeling well, and she has an autoimmune disease and spinal stenosis. Again, I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons, but she has her autoimmune is called Hashimoto's, and so she's very susceptible to getting sick. Her immune system is very low. So she called me. I'm sorry, because I'm crying. I don't have any tissues. She called me in the afternoon, and she's like, I just, I went out and voted on Wednesday, and she's like, the polling place was at the school, literally her house, driveway, and the school. And she's like, I know I gained some weight in the last year. She's like, by the time I was halfway there, she's like, I felt like my heart was going to just burst out of my chest. And I was like, look, you need to go to urgent care or the emergency room. Go somewhere right now. And so she finally did. And here, she ended up having blood clots. They were in her legs and they traveled up to both of her lungs. And, the lady at the urgent care was like, listen, she's like, I think you have clots in your lungs and you need to go to the hospital right now. So that was Friday night. And so when she was in the hospital, um, I drove up there. And of course, I was only 15 minutes away because I was, again, out Ubering on Friday night. And I just so happened to be 15 minutes from where she was at. And she had been there since 5:30. And, you can go into the hospital now with COVID, but you have to, like, go through a screening process. And, I mean, by the time I got to her, it was 8:30. They had her there for 3 hours. And of course, when I get there, they decide that they're going to do a COVID test, which could take either an hour or 24 hours or who knows how long to get back. And so I had to turn around and go home. And I was like very upset on Friday night because it's like I didn't get to see her. And, her, she's in the hospital and it's just upsetting. And so I've pretty much had like a very, very, very rough week. And that's why the video went up on the 1st, is because I lost my beloved Spanky on the 31st. And then, I was supposed to announce the winner on Saturday, and the 6th. And, I was with my girlfriend on Saturday all day at the hospital. And, it took 16, 17 hours and the clots they put her on thinners and the clots were dissolving. And they said, like, we're just going to send you home, but you need to be like, that gave her very strict instructions. So I'm like handling her like a China doll, and, I wanted to wait. I didn't want to leave her home alone. So I waited for her family to get there. And then I went out and I did a couple of runs, and then I came back and I made them dinner. And then I came home. And then yesterday, Sunday the 7th, I did a couple of runs in the, like, morning. It was like between 11 and 12. And I needed to hit a certain mark to get my bonus. And that took me until about 2 o'clock. I went back over to her place. So, it's like there was just so much happening this week. So I'm, not going to apologize for not getting the video up when I was supposed to, or announcing the winner when I was supposed to, because life is, life. And it's, this is secondary, family, my family first, and my friends that I bring into my inner circle, into my heart. Like, I have friends and I have acquaintances, but when I bring you in here, it's 110% of myself that I give. You're like my family, because I have a brother and 5 or 6 cousins. I have one uncle, and that's it. I know I have like extended family and stuff like that, but and I keep my circle of friends very, very small, and I treat them like family. If they need me, I am there. And if I can't get to you immediately, I'm working hard to get to you as fast as I can. So, that is what has been happening with me this month of October, and November. I'm like, 2020 for us was difficult for the first 3 months. And then we had a good run from, I know it sounds weird because, the whole world was, falling apart around us. But, my husband's settlement finally came through. We could both like relax a little bit, get caught up on our bills. We donated to some charities, gave some money to our children, So from March until all this stuff started happening at the end of September, into October and now the middle of November. And there was another incident that happened with me on a personal level that I will not talk about on my channel, that had to do with a dear friend, something that happened. And so that took me some time to get work through and work on, and get past, and start healing from. And yeah, so life isn't always what we hope or what we think it's going to be. And it's peaks and valleys, man. And you got to have faith that, and enjoy being in the peak, because there will be a valley again coming. And that is God testing us, and I know that just from all the shit that I've been through in my life, So, yeah. So that is why I've been kind of off these last like 2 months. I haven't really been like, my chipper self, or like doing like, makeup tutorials, or really following through, and whatnot. Happy to say my hair's finally starting to grow though, guys. On a lighter note, it's finally starting to grow. I look back at past videos and I'm like, yay, it's like, it's sitting on my shoulders now instead of like right here, so, but anyway, Angie Long, congratulations, sweetheart. There wasn't really many people that responded, to this giveaway, and that's okay, Angie Long, it did win in the past, but if I don't have somebody that's a new subscriber, or whatever. I mean, I was gonna make it a thing where you could not the same person was gonna win all the time, but if I only have 2 people respond to a giveaway, I'm not gonna say, okay, well, you guys can't win again. That's kind of stupid. So Angie, I have your box. It's sitting behind me. Honey, as I just said, it's been quite a week for me. In all honesty, this probably will not get mailed out until Friday the 13th. Great, Friday the 13th. It's probably will not get mailed out until Friday the 13th. To be honest with you, I have a lot of stuff that I need to get caught up on this week, and a lot of running around that I need to do. Monies that need to be made up for, because it was about $1,000 for Spanky. We had him cremated, and his ashes will be home any day now. And I think, we'll start feeling better once he's just back in some kind of form here in the house. We've set up a little memorial like in our living room with his like little birdie that he used to talk to, and his little wand toy that he liked to play with, and put his picture there. And he was really like the light in this house. And so we're going to start looking for, an adoption to, adopt a new kitten, but and love him up really, really good. So, that's why my complexion's off, because I haven't been sleeping, and I look extremely tired and kind of blah, because that's how I'm feeling. So let me put my hair back, because I'm gonna be heading out in a little bit. I try to get out on the road between 1 and 2 o'clock to start my driving during the week, because I only will go till like 5 or 6, because nothing's really happening. Let me just adjust where I'm at super quick. Okay, so I have my lash curler here, and I'm gonna get up really close. So this is my left eye. They were getting so long, and I've never had to do this before, that I actually had to get a pair of scissors and just trim them a smidge, because I had just a couple that were like super, super long. So this is my left eye. And then my right eye, do I have a bat? When I have call it a bat in a cave, Sorry to do this on camera, but it's real, right? Oh, I just made it worse. I don't want anybody. Let me just go like that. There we go. I don't want anybody to see my boogers in my nose. Okay, so this is my right eye that I have been having like issues with, that finally, like the center part is really starting to come in. And so again, it's Revitalash that I've been using. The tube 148 this is a 6-month supply. November 6th was 3 months of using it, and I was very diligent, like every night. And I have not been wearing my strip lashes for more than 2 days if I do wear them. Sometimes, like during the week, if I want to put them on, I don't like triple bond them or anything. I'll just like, one bead of glue across the lash band and I'll put them on, and then I'll take them off in the evening. On the weekends, so I'm not like off and on, and because I drive a lot over the weekends, I will put them on Friday and take them off on Sunday. But even with wearing lashes, like I've never had my lashes like that like this before. So, I love the Tweezerman. This is Tweezerman, and this one gives me the best curl. I have the Revlon one, but for whatever reason, I guess this fits my eye better, and just gives me like a really nice arc. And let me see. Okay. So what I do is, you do this at your own risk. Some people use a hair dryer. I just use a lighter. I just I heat up the metal. It's like a curling iron. And I just keep tapping it with my finger. My hands are clean. I've sprayed them with alcohol. And I'll go across like that, make sure there's no residual mascara. And once it's cool to I can touch it and it's not super, super hot, but still warm, I'll put it on my eye and hold it like straight out like this for about 20 seconds. Give it a nice squeeze. Okay, and then at this point, I'll just kind of pulse, release. So that's the nice curl that I got. And this is from Essence. It's their Lash Princess. It's False Lash Effect. It's in waterproof, which you want to use, which I prefer because it really does hold the lash longer. I like a drier application at first. So what I will do is actually just took like my washcloth and I went like that. And I took off a majority of the mascara. What I also do is when I get a new tube of mascara is I will take the wand out and leave it sit. And I know it sounds weird, but it actually dries up the formula a little bit. I just find for me personally, if I go in and the wand is super saturated and it's too wet, I get a very clumpy application and it just doesn't look right. So that is my own lashes. I have never had them like this before. Never. So what I'll do is fold my, it's clean, it's just stained, okay? So this is my clean washcloth, that I start out with in the morning. I just went over it. I'll do the same thing on this side, heat it up a little bit. Make sure it's not too warm. Okay, I can put that on this side. I need to bend down for 1 second, guys. Okay. So holding it up straight out, okay? It's as close to my lash line as I can get it. It's close to the lash line. Okay. And then pulse, 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 pulse. Let go. And that gave it a super nice curl. At this point, let me see. I'm going to dip it back in, come back out. Again, I'm going to go like that and squeeze some of the mascara off. You can do this too. I guess that would be less wasteful, right? If you went like that. So it is what it is. As I said, my right eye has been my struggle because that's the side that I sleep on. And I don't know if I just, it's been 3 months. We'll see where we're at again in another month. I think this eye is just being stubborn and taking a little bit longer to come in than my left eye. But this is a significant improvement than where I was a month ago with my right eye. So what I want to do is just separate a little bit. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's just one coat of mascara. I'm going to go in with another favorite, my Lash Paradise. Wipe some off. And then I'm going to go in. I like the Lash Princess for the application purpose because I like the first application because I really like the wand on that. It's kind of pointy and I'm really able to like get into those little baby lashes. So I have found for me the key is to making sure that the first coat of mascara is dry before I go in with a second coat. That's why I go in with a super dry application at first, and really try and work all those individual hairs. And so I'm really happy with how they're growing. So I know it's a big investment. If you think about it and you break it up, it's about, $20 to $25 a month investment. But as I have said in the past, the gentleman that created this, what is an eye doctor, he created it for his wife who was battling breast cancer and lost her hair for her lashes to grow back. She unfortunately did pass away, so part of the proceeds to every bottle of Revitalash goes to breast cancer awareness. It comes in a beautiful box with a picture. I don't have the picture. I think it's of the both of them, if I'm not mistaken. And her story. And then this sits inside a beautiful pink box with a pink bow for breast cancer awareness. And, so that was kind of really what also pushed me. Like I wanted to get something to help my lashes grow. And, I heard about Revitalash. So I decided I'm going to give it a try. And then when I read the story, my heart was automatically like pulled. And I'm like, I have to donate, So I consider it a donation of sorts. Okay. So I'm just putting on some moisturizer that has a little bit of glow. glow stuff in it to make your skin like glowy. This video is longer than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Can't zoom in or out. Give me 1 second. Okay, so it's getting a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. So let's just finish up super quick. I'm gonna color in my brows, or you know, darken up my brows a little bit. I will be doing, even though I'm, you know, was late with October's giveaway and late in general with a lot of stuff, I am going to be doing a giveaway this month. The sun is very bright behind me. It's making everything look weird. Okay. So, and then I am going to go in. This is from Julep. I have been finding how much I love this is their concealer. It has turmeric in it. This is in the color 210 Cashmere. And it is their Cushion Complexion 5-in-1 Skin Perfector with turmeric. And, I have been loving this, absolutely loving this for my under eye. I mean, I have, you know, so many concealers in my collection, but this, with just the warmth of my fingers, it's not too soft, it's not too dry, it blends in beautifully. Even just with my fingertips, a small amount. It's got turmeric in it, which is great for your skin. Let's see if I can. Sorry about the lighting. It just got really bright and weird, but bright is good. We would prefer bright over darkness, right? Or you can't have one without the other, as some people would say. All right, and then this is from Charlotte Tilbury. It is her Beauty Light Wand. It is Easy Highlighter. I love this because it's in a cushion formula, and you squeeze it up, and this is actually residual from, you know, the other day when I used it. You don't have to, the lid's very airtight. I always go in just right about here. With it. It's supposed to be a highlighter, but for me, it's just got like kind of this iridescence to it and just brightens up around my eye area. All right. And I have a little bit of setting powder on this brush. We're just gonna, I mean, like the teeniest, tiniest, smallest amount. There, the lighting I just fixed it. I don't know what I did, but okay. You can put a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line. Lately, this has really just been my makeup. Mascara, darkening in my brows, and doing my under eye. I really have not been wearing any eyeshadow, liner, just haven't been feeling it lately. And then very quickly, sorry, I'm just going to give myself a little bit of color. This is my Pixie by Petra cream blush, just pouncing it on the apples of my cheeks. I take it across my forehead, down my nose, here. Just a little bit of color. Lord knows I need it. You know, really, when you're not that I haven't been taking care of myself, but when you're not feeling your best, and you're not sleeping right and all that jazz, it really does take a toll on your skin. It really, really does. I don't know what is going on. I guess I'm just making a mess today. I didn't let my mascara dry enough, and my brush got in it, and then I'm pouncing it, and I have black all over my face. But what are you gonna do? Life, right? It's real life. Not edited life, but real life. Okay, and then this is just a little bit of powder blush. Good old CoverGirl in pink. Every girl's got to have this in her collection. From the time she's probably old enough to beg mom to let her wear makeup, you know. So that's it, guys. That's all I'm doing for makeup today. I'm not going super crazy. A little bit of mascara, pencil in my brows, a little bit of blush, a little bit of concealer under my eyes, and some sheer gloss. And we're calling it a day. So congratulations to Angie. Like I said, Angie, I will have that mailed out to you on Friday. I will message you, your tracking information, and let you know your expected delivery date. So thank you all for taking this 37-minute video with me. If you choose to watch it all, that's fine. If you don't, it is just YouTube. It's not the end of the world. Thank you for listening to me. For those of you out there that, have recently suffered a loss, whether it's a pet, family member, a friend, a friendship, because when we lose something, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a loss of just a loved one. It can be the loss of a friendship, the loss of a job, the loss of a vehicle, the loss of anything. And that takes time to heal and to move forward. So take as much time as you need. As me and my husband always say, it's okay to be upset about it, and it's okay to want to cry about it, and you can stay in that place for a little bit. Give yourself a little time, but don't live there. Pull yourself back out, and if you can't do it, you ask somebody to help you. Okay? I'm sending you light. I'm sending you love. Be blessed. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be kind to yourself. Be kind of one another. I love you all. Congratulations, Angie. And I will see you again soon in my next video. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.